Hey guys, how are we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here, back with another YouTube video. I had a request to turn my mic up a little bit, so that's what I've done. So hopefully it's not too loud and the sound quality is still decent. Let's just get straight into the charts. It's just going to be a short one today. As you can see straight away, the market's massively red. I didn't think that we would come back into the 20 sort of thousand range. So the charts have done something against what I thought. However, we haven't come below the 28,000. But I personally now have changed my mind a little bit. I've not changed my mind. I do think we're still bullish. I want to just get that out there first. I think we are still in a bull run. But I do think this is kind of playing out more like a Wyckoff accumulation. And this we could be looking at this sort of low as a spring to really push us out of this zone. As I said, we have a lot happening this week in terms of, well, if you watched my video yesterday, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust unlocks. We've got the B word tomorrow with Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey and Cathie Wood from ARK Investment. We've also got the regulation on the 28th of July, well, the cut-off point for extra regulation from the SEC to the Senator Elizabeth Warren. We've got the Ripple case, deposition of William Hinman. We've got Ripple yesterday who've come out and said they're basically going to, they've applied to dismiss the case for Brad Garnerhouse and Chris Larsen. Although this is a lot towards XRP, it will affect the market as a whole. It will bring positivity and positive sentiment back to the market if this case does get dropped against XRP. We've got BNY Mellon have now teamed up with Grayscale, who put an announcement out yesterday saying that that it's not a question of if they get an ETF, it's a question of when. The main reason that people haven't had ETFs approved so far, like Vanguard, etc., is because they haven't been backed by a legacy bank. The SEC even said this, but they want security by a bank if they're going to provide ETFs. And now they've got BNY Mellon on side, Grayscale have. So I could see that coming through. And then that would amount to a total amount of Bitcoin if we did the maths. With Canada, with their ETF, they're about 1 to 2% of the global equities market. The American equities market is about 52% of the global equities market. Canada locked up about 40,000 Bitcoin, just being 1 to 2%. Let's say 2% for the math's sake. America, 52%, so that's 25 times bigger, roughly. So that would be 25 times 40,000, which, quick maths off the top of my head, would be about 1 million Bitcoin. Is that right? 400,000 times 2, 5, 4, 20. Yeah, that'd be about 1 million Bitcoin that they would have to have if they had the same sort of volume as Canada. So imagine what that would do for the Bitcoin price. Bear in mind, there's only 19 million Bitcoin in circulation out of the total supply of 21 million. They would need 1 million to lock up. So imagine how that would rocket the price. Also, if we look back at gold, when the gold ETF was introduced, they went on a 7-year bull run, gold did. So there's a lot of positive things that could come out of the market. We also know about the CBDCs. Nothing's changed in terms of utility. It's just massively market sentiment and price action. You've got people who are still holding their crypto that are bought in here, and currently at the minute there are about $30 billion a day of realized losses. So that means that people are losing between them 30 billion a day. But you've got to remember that for people to be losing that, people are also buying. So the whales are buying off the people that have bought up in these areas. Then people who have also bought in these areas who thought we'd jump straight back out are now selling to the whales. The whales are filling their bags. And we can see that on Glassnode charts. So go and look at Glassnode if you don't believe what I'm saying. What I personally think we could have play out from here is we could come down and double test this 28,000 level where we did wick to before. So we could have something play out like this, and that would be a nice double bottom scenario, and out we come. Or we actually could, if we were doing something like a Wyckoff accumulation, then this would be the low, and then we would have a spring that might come into this sort of zone, between 26 and 24, and then we'd shoot straight out of there. Obviously it wouldn't be a straight arrow up, we would still zigzag out of there, but I would think it would be a steeper appreciation in price action. So am I still bullish medium to long term? Yes. These sort of things happened in previous bull runs. We are still in that phase, but what you also have to remember is that these bull runs are now extending. I haven't got it up, but we'll have a look at the NASDAQ. Accidentally pressed capital. Epoch. Bitcoin is what we want. Bitcoin. So this is going to show us about Bitcoin halvings. This is what I wanted to. There's a nice little chart that I wanted to show you, if I can find it, which I shouldn't be doing this live. Let's just have a look on images. Let's see. Can't see it there. I did just do a TikTok about it. Now, of course, that I'm trying to find. Now I'm trying to find it. Of course I can't. Of course I can't. So yeah, that's always good. If I don't find it here, oh, this is the graphic that I wanted to show you. Perfect. Let's just zoom into that if I can't. But basically, what it's showing is every single time leading up to a halving or just after the halving, it shows you where the price action is going. So we've had our third halving. So this is the birth of Bitcoin. We wicked up to 25,000, had a halving, our first halving here, then a low, then we wicked up to $1,000, and then another halving, and then we wicked up to 19,000, and then another halving, and we are now here. So well, we topped out at like 60,000, then we came down, we were in this dip here. Like on the grand scale of things, it's massively hard to be in the moment emotionally, but Nasdaq are projecting a $400,000 Bitcoin, maybe even wicking up towards 500,000 in 2022. So just think, and I know that sounds like a long way away because we're in 2021, but to even get up towards those prices, we're going to have to see a massive price increase from here. It's not just going to boom straight from 60k straight arrow up to 20 to 400,000. We're going to have to start to see a gradual increase at some point. So don't get too caught up in the narrative and the emotion of what's going on right now. It's what I'd say. Now's the time where people make their money. Now's the time where I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, but now's the time if you want to be involved in crypto, get yourself some exposure. Even though it's hard to watch, these prices won't be around forever. We know that. Even if it comes down, risk to reward. Think risk to reward. I always preach about this. Risk to reward is what we're playing in this game. It's a percentage game. It's risk to reward. And your fiat's doing nothing in the bank anyway, apart from inflating and getting no interest. They're my logics that I tell myself every day. It's hard for me to watch. I'm losing fiat, unrealized values, massive amounts of money when we come down in prices. But I know what I'm invested in. And this is your time to learn that exact same thing. Actually, looking at this chart, I've just noticed something that I hadn't noticed before. Could this be the bottom? 27,000 off the bottom of that candle wick there. That would be interesting. If we don't double tap there, I don't know, but that could be a good bottom of the wick there. Bang, out we go with the spring of the Wyckoff accumulation. Anyway, just talked to myself for a little bit there. Just thinking out loud. So yeah, the same with XRP. We're already double bottoming out on XRP. If you get any lower prices than this for XRP, it's an absolute blessing at this point. Like when I was in these buying in these areas, my emotions were rock bottom as well. Thought we're never going to come out of these areas. We're never going to come out. One day, boom, we spike up. That was the pump and dump day here. And then we came down. I was like, all right, well, we are doomed still. And then we start to rise again, drop down again. I bought more in here just thinking, well, I'm already massively invested, so I may as well just get some more, start accumulating, and bang, out the area. This is where absolute depression was in here. Honestly, I can tell you now the emotion was low. The pump and dump happened. Everyone said, oh, it's a shield coin, blah, 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 all this. And then, bang, out we come within what? Let's have a look at the time period. From here to here. So within 74 days, we went from absolute depression to $2 euphoria. And how long have we been really in depression here? Let's be completely honest. It started here, down, down, down. Yeah, let's say I've not enjoyed it from even this period, to be fair, but let's just go from here. Let's go from this day. This is probably the day of depression, isn't it, really? There. 64 days. So well, probably 63, because I've probably gone a little bit too far with that arrow, but let's say we've got 11 days more of depression before on the same sort of time frame we start to move out of this area. And that's obviously my personal speculation, just comparing to what's happened in the past. But there's a lot of factors that are coming through, guys. Like, the news hasn't been like it has, like as in what's coming up for crypto the next few weeks for a long time with the ETFs and what I talked about at the start of the video. Don't get yourself too disheartened. If you can't take looking at the charts, don't look at them. And essentially though, if you want more exposure to crypto, don't be waiting for further dips. You've got to be dollar cost averaging at these prices if you want in. If you want exposure, these are the prices to be. Well, like today I've just rinsed another, well, whatever I've got left in my company. I run a small company as well. Or I was running a small company before I started doing this full time, but it's still on the sidelines. Doesn't make me much money, but I've rinsed like all the cash out of it basically today to put into some more XRP personally for me. So yeah, that's where I am. Still topping up my bags. Hopefully we can see this double tap bottom and get us out of this zone, but let's see. Time's always the hardest thing to tell in cryptocurrency, but yeah, like I'm finding this just as hard as you guys are, but I just understand what's going on. I've been here before. Doesn't mean it's easier. It just means that you have experience with it. So I guess in one way it is easier, but it's still, what I'm saying is you feel very emotional about losing some money. I'm losing it on a grander scale, but I felt more emotional the first time I was in the bull run and this happened, or bear market and this happened. Which I don't think we're in a bear market yet. Personally, it depends how you justify the bear market or say you are. But if I think the price within the next 3 years will go higher than the all-time high, which I do, which I think it will happen this year, then I don't think we're in the bear market, because previous bear markets last 3 years, and that's my justification. Whether the technical is saying that technically we are, I personally don't believe that in this new emerging asset class. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled a lot. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I've showed you what I think and what I've showed you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, get your crypto off exchanges. With all this uncertainty, it's way better in a hardware wallet. I do have a personal affiliate link to a ledger. I don't have any discount code, but I do get, like, I think it's 8% of whatever you purchase if you do use the ledger link. And if you don't want to use my link, that's fine, but I'd always say to buy any hardware wallet from the original end manufacturer. Ledgers, Trezors, all decent. I've never used a Trezor personally, but I've heard they're good. So yeah, but I would only promote the Ledger because I personally use that. And yeah, I have an affiliate link, but don't feel like you have to use that. I do this to help people, and that's why I put this content out. I don't make any money from my content. I just enjoy doing it, and I want to keep people informed as to what I'm thinking. I've been in the game probably longer than a lot of people. I don't know everything. I just try and give my opinion. Not always right, not always wrong, but it's good to hear from someone who has been here before. So yeah, with all that being said, again, just talking to myself here, I hope everyone's well. If the market's hurting you at the minute, just remember that patience pays. And these are the times where you're getting crypto for absolute steals. It's the last thing you ever want to be doing, personally, personal opinion, not financial advice, is selling at these points. Risk to reward, percentage gains. Do the maths. Work it out. Take your emotions off the table. Just work it out on a math basis. If you do that, you'll be absolutely fine going forward with any investment that will be. Not just crypto, although crypto's got the most potential that I can see out of any market at the minute. It is the most volatile, but it has the most potential. But yeah, the maths, emotion aside, get the maths sorted and you're there. As long as you understand the maths, you understand what you're investing in, it's investing in something utility based and not just speculative, then you are onto a winner, in my opinion. Whether that's Ethereum, Cardano, whatever you want to buy, or that's completely up to you. For me, it's XRP mainly, risk to reward, massive potential return. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. Finish this video. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll probably do a live tomorrow morning. I might even do a live on YouTube, change things up a bit. We'll see how we feel in the morning. I'll be putting some more TikToks out later if I see some news. I'm going to go and do help my dad with some work this afternoon. He needs some help, and I'll listen to my YouTube, do some research, read some articles this afternoon, and then maybe get some TikToks out tonight. And if not, then I'll be back tomorrow with a nice informative YouTube video for everybody. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.